Advisors, are you all ready? We are on the precipice of change. Evading the crows. Liliana, it's been a pleasure. Zevran. Short and sweet. Thank you, Zevran. Negotiate a deal.
Have been driven back on the storm coast.
Let us pray they do not return.
We've heard that before. Negotiate a deal for weapon plans. I was unable to reach a compromise with the Tevinter. I suppose our influence does stretch only so far. He did, however, offer his apologies and made us a gift of some rare materials. I will keep our negotiations open, but it does not look promising. Oh, maybe we should have just had Liliana convince the guy. Convince, quote, quote. Judgment. Help the people of Sarnia. Mistress Poland's supplies have reached Sarnia. Food and clothing are being divided among the populace according to need. In thanks, the town has given the Inquisition several tons of their best granite as building material. Give us your quarries, give us your logging stands. Don't make me go look for them. Translate dragon text. Ambassador Montelier, I have been considering your last letter, and as I do owe you a debt of gratitude for handling the Cumberland incident, I think I have found something that may solve your mystery. I have an acquaintance in Minrathus who has a brother in that circle's College of Antiquities. A few favors and he may be able to translate your ancient text, but I should warn you, they are likely to be costly favors. Still, this may be your most promising avenue. Okay, Josephine's connections. Get it translated by a expert. Esteemed Ambassador Montelier, enclosed you will find the completed translation of your fascinating manuscript, which our scholars estimate to predate the First Blight. The dialect caused quite a stir in historical linguistics. The College of Antiquities would be most interested in further cooperation with the Inquisition, should you uncover more Tevene documents from the pre-Blight era. Cool. I'll let him know. I'll let the guy know later on. That is it, right? Just to confirm. Nothing. Nothing. Let's go. What pride had wrought. The Inquisition is now a force to be reckoned with. Call its allies to rally their soldiers and march with Inquisitor Welonz's army to the Arbor Wilds, where they will face Corypheus' zealots one final time. The Inquisition must stop Corypheus before the Darkspawn Magister finds a long-lost elven artifact in the wilds that allows him to enter the Fade physically and claim its power. Hopefully we're gonna be able to pummel Corypheus, huh? We're beyond the recommended levels.
With an Illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the flesh.
Indeed. The Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work, if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
We don't really know for sure though. I don't think anybody has that level of insight into what really will happen.
We don't have to worry about this Illuvion if Corypheus isn't alive to use it.
Stopping him thusly would be ideal, if you could manage it.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvion before him?
I don't think so.
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
We have an Illuvion right now. Why can we not use that to our advantage somehow? We should work together.
You overcome it. All three of you together. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Liliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus' army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence, but the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morgan. Please, lend us your expertise.
'Tis why I came here, although it is good to see its value recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
This sounds a lot like a dying message. Right before I die. No. No.
Remember what Corypheus has done while you plan. Every loss, every setback, every death. Let him learn what it means to be an enemy of the Inquisition.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or this illuvion.
Yes, let's go. Illuvion. Elven artifacts. Sola seems like a good one. Yeah, I mean, I'm totally okay with the OG team. Solus, Cassandra, Varric. Reminds me of the first time we started the Inquisition. Rallying everyone together. Now's the time. We're gonna defeat Corypheus for good, right? Agents? Yeah, those crows are definitely Liliana's. Ravens. Oh! Yeah, burn their crap. This is actually a really big undertaking. We're transporting a whole ton of people across Thedas. Should have been doing it while I was out side questing, you know?
Inquisitor.
How goes the battle, Captain?
The Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship. Commander Cullen says they're nearly finished. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
That simple? Really?
So all you have to do is fend off Corypheus's worst zealots until I've returned.
We shall not flinch, your worship, not a one of us. Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
Good luck, Captain.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
You mean to say mine?
They show me respect, Morrigan. No one mistakes me for the Maker.
True. You are far more likely to come to their aid than a chantry fable. But I digress. If your scouts report accurately, I believe these ruins to be the Temple of Mythal.
Which is?
Mythal?
A place of worship out of elven legend. If Corypheus seeks it, then the illuvion he covets lies within.
Whoa.
Let us hope we reach this temple before the entire forest is reduced to ash.
All these elven temples. Arbor Wilds. Crucix. For once, look to the elves for guidance. The Dailies shun the Arbor Wilds. When the people who would start a war over a single crumbling wall ignore a large elven ruin to the south, it bodes disaster. There is beauty and curiosity in the forest, such as trees that rise tall as towers, but those who travel too deep into them never return. You asked if I could identify the elven architecture from the few existing sketches of the outer ruins. They have curious similarities to stonework found in Arlathan, so I would guess it is likely for an old elven temple dating 200-300 years before the Imperium. Anything else is conjecture that I fear will spurn you on in this folly. A letter from a Tevinter scholar who led a doomed expedition into the Arbor Wilds a year later. Not a good sign. Elven ruins, a lot of history with the elves all the time. Solus, what you got going on here? Smothering Veil, weakened enemies have the damage they inflict reduced even further. Good. Do you have... Yeah, okay, we can do this one. Veil Strike. Recreate your own fist from the essence of the Fade. Cast it more easily. Blow weakens your enemies. Make them do less damage. No, let's do this one. Punching down. Are we all ready? How's this place look? Oh, it's like an actual full-on map, is it? Or do we just directly go to the place? Probably directly. But it's a big operation. Everyone's lives are riding on this, quite literally. We have to win. I don't think we're going out this way. No. How do I leave? Oh, we can hear them bombing the place already. Who's bombing who, though? I'm not even sure about that part yet.
It's good to see you.
Hopefully we're winning. This side? I'm trying to get out of the camp. I'm just trying to figure out how to get out of the camp. Just by jumping down here? But we're not even going the right way. Let's see. Oh. Straight in front of us, right? This looks a little promising. We have to reach the first blockade. We're ready, we're ready. We've prepared all our lives for this.
Listen to how close the fighting's gotten. It will be worse ahead.
If the soldiers aren't careful with their fires, they'll do Corypheus' work for him.
One last push and we can lick our wounds. I wonder if Corypheus will show.
Do you sense the magic crackling? Something more powerful than the Red Templars stirs.
Corypheus? Morgan, you're joining us directly. What about Kieran? Anybody taking care of him for you? I hope he's not gonna distract you. Having a child, pretty good incentive to want to save the world. We want to make sure that we're leaving the lands better than when we found it. Okay, we're getting there. See, there's people up ahead. Who? Red Templars? Don't. Oh, Celine's people are helping us. Celine's troops. Well, thank you. Ooh, Celine's people! They've got some cool arrows going on. Don't start treating us like the Maker or something. But if it helps you in fighting better, then feel free. I'm not gonna tell you. Keep holding! Keep holding. There's more already. Arbor Wilds. Yeah, great waterfall. Do we have to fight? We should anyway. They're taking so long to come over here. We've got him already. Oh, he's blocking my... Come on. No mercy. Let's get him. This is practice. This is warm-up. What are these guys' resistances? I've never checked. Cold resistance, fire vulnerability. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. You guys doing all right up there? How come I can't do immolate? I keep casting it, but it won't cast. Good, we're fine. There's more people here, but we have a, there's a overall goal we're trying to accomplish. So if we can just ignore them, I think we should. Can we, though? That's another issue. Maybe not. That's okay. Yeah, get them both. Wardens! Wardens? Why are there wardens helping Corypheus? Even now? Really? Oh. The few that are still under his control via the fake calling, I guess. Was there a guy above us there? Nope, he's gone. We continue. Down the waterfall? Can we? No, no, the answer is no. Gotta be a little bit careful because that's one whole potion already. Ooh, I forgot to make regeneration potions.
Those were Grey Wardens. They must be the last of those enslaved at Adamant.
If they are forced to obey him, death will be a blessing.
Okay, there's our confirmation. Hopefully there's not too many of those. Grey Wardens, they do pack a punch. They're strong and all that. Oh, they're fighting already. Hopefully we'll be okay. We don't have any regeneration potions, or I don't. But the other three, Varric might not. Cassandra, Sola should be okay. Getting them all? It's too far away. Save that guy. Cassandra, yes, go in. Oh, gotta walk. Y'all good?
For Haven and the Divine.
Haven. Who are you people? Just people from Haven in general? We're gonna start to see a lot of our allies as we keep going.
Inquisition!
Yeah, for the Inquisition, for the world. Let's do this. Banners. Is that a snake?
There, ahead, an entire camp of Red Templars.
Watch out. They've posted archers on the wall.
We can get the archers first. They haven't even realized we're here. Let's get them all, get them all. Oh, 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 don't do that. No, 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 no. Oh, yeah, we got a nice swing in there somewhere. Solus? I'm trying to get the archer up ahead.
Elves! But where did they come from?
Elves? What kind of elves? Dalish elves? Helping the Templars? That's disappointing. Oh, what was going on here? Wait, what? Sentinel Shadow, they're fighting each other. They're not my ally, though. They're two enemies fighting each other. Hey, 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 hey! Cassandra, be careful!
Who were those elves? They didn't look Dalish.
It seems this temple of Mythal is not deserted after all.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wilds.
Oh, they protect the general place, so anybody who tries to invade their territory, they'll come fight them. So they're not our allies, because if we go into the temple, then they're gonna get mad at us too. The Sentinels. Folded note, Captain Lowen. I don't want grumbling in the lower ranks that our Lord Corypheus handpicked Grey Wardens to be a part of his honor guard over his Templars. Our charge is not to understand his will, it is only to obey it. Besides, our master is still sore. He lost all but a few dozen enslaved Grey Wardens to the Inquisitor at Adamant. If your soldiers are smart, they'll keep quiet about it. Lieutenant Keldon. The idea that Corypheus is sore about losing the Grey Wardens? Good, good, that's what I want to hear. I think we gotta hurry up then. This means we're getting closer to the temple. Mythal was the moon one, right? The moon, the elven god of moon. Mythal. I've been saying your name wrong this entire time because nobody's ever said it out loud. This is what happens when you try to guess the pronunciation of words just by reading the text. Dang it. Here's help! Those are just standard allies. Oh, 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 oh! Good. Got them all? The Sentinel- wait, those are the elves, right? Sentinel Shadow. So now we're actually just helping kill the elves too. Which... yeah. Not a great feeling as an elf, but it's self-defense. How big is this place? How far do we have to go? Thankfully, it's fairly straightforward, I think. I see people here. Oh. Alright. No, 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 no. Let me go inside. Yeah, 1500 for going inside. Good, good, good. Did I get him? Boom! Fantastic. People are talking to me, but they're from like 20 miles away, so I can't... I was trying to get a look at what kind of people these are. These helpers? Well, they're human. These guys... well, it doesn't matter. As long as they're willing to help us, they're allies. That's the end of that. There was a bit of a different way on the other side, but I guess it's not too important. I don't know. It seems like there's some enemies here. This is a bit of a detour, though, because it's not the way that we're meant to go directly. Alright. Some of these are the elves. There's just so many different parties here. Thank you, thank you. Goodbye. The elves aren't Dalish or city elves. Apparently they're the protector of the temple here, which makes me wonder, are they like corpses, or is it just some sect of elves that we don't normally know about? Can we talk to them? Or are they more like automatic machines that activate when people try to get close? Can we get here?
Good hunting, Inquisitor. We are keeping them at bay. Follow the river to the temple.
Yeah, let's get rid of those guys first. There's people right here.
Dead.
Oh, how are things looking? Solus! Sorry, I went all the way ahead. How are you guys doing in the back? Hopefully okay. Oh, there's people right behind us, dude! That elf! Trying to kill Solus from the back. Where are we now? We're getting closer. That's pretty much all we know. Everyone doing okay? Yep. Alright. They must know we're gaining on them. Have we confirmed that the Alluvian is gonna be in this particular temple? I hope not. I mean, if it's actually just not even here, that would be kind of hilarious. But probably it's here. If not the Alluvian, something is here. Something that'll help Corypheus, so we gotta hurry up. Get in there. Yeah, most of the elves seem like they're rogues. They're coming in trying to get a stab in us. We good? Oh! Don't worry, Archer. I don't know who you're with, but I'll come help you. You gone? No, you're still alive. There you go. Maybe we could have just followed the river instead of going the long way. There's barely even wild animals here because there's so much fighting. Temple gates. Getting close. Oh dear. Whoa, who's fighting who? Some of our dudes are there. No, I'll help. Stay alive, guys. Stay alive. I'm not gonna abandon you to go ahead. Damn, I have a barrier and a guard. Got a lot going on. Wait, what's giving us so much guard? Is it Cassandra's thing? The blessing, maybe? Pretty sweet. Okay, we're at the temple gates. This is the temple in question. Will we see him though? Get the feeling we'll probably see Samson first. And then after they confirm that whatever he's looking for is really here, then he'll show up.
There. That must be the Temple of Mythal.
We haven't seen Corypheus yet. Bet that's about to change.
I'd count on it. Be ready.
I hear fighting ahead.
And I see dead people.
Namelana Sabanalen.
They still think to fight us, Master.
Oh, those elves only speak Elven.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows?
I thought you knew everything!
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
Uh-oh. Oh no! I think we should help. Oh god, what the hell? What the hell is happening? Did he teleport? Dude, his face melted off. What was that? His people died. Wait, those are... Oh, I thought they all died. What? What the hell is happening?
It cannot be.
Across the bridge, now!
What? Wait, was that him? That looked like some random guy. What's happening? I have no idea, dude. Oh, now we're stuck. Guess I'd rather be inside though if the archdemon's gonna be outside.
At last, Mythal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
You said Corypheus wanted an eluvian, but he mentioned a Well of Sorrows. Which is right?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
A Well of Sorrows? A well could be a mirror if you put the mirror down horizontally and think of it as a water puddle. Sorrows, though? The name itself isn't very clear on what the powers of it could be.
Could they be the same? Could Illuvian translate into Well of Sorrows?
No, it's mirror.
No. It seems an Illuvian is not the prize Corypheus seeks.
Oh no.
Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
So that's how the bastard survived, Hawk.
Oh.
We'll find a way to stop Corypheus once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens are able to slay them. Yet Corypheus they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how.
So he died there because the automatic defenses of the temple activated, but then he just sort of inhabited the body of a nearby random dude, and then it became him. It morphs to how he originally looked like too. That's convenient. Wow, it's like free bodies, free plastic surgery. The Temple of Mythal. Once again, Genitivi is completely at odds with reality. Ancient elven temples were no simple shrines. Extensive digging shows that buildings radiated out of the main edifice, much like a city wrapped around a palace. Indeed, these temple complexes must have been cities once, with a veritable army of functionaries running them. Each cult had different rituals, ablutions, and prayers to their chosen patron that ran all hours of the day. The time and effort devoted to them must have been staggering. Perhaps it's best we have lost knowledge of these pagan rites. These deities that the old elves worshipped, if they existed at all, were clearly demons masquerading as higher powers. One shudders to think of what went on before their thrones. Is this written by an Andrastian? This is a really bad sign, though. There's a unknown variable we have now, because we thought that he was looking for an Illuvian the whole time, but he's not. And we don't know anything about this Well of Sorrows. It's not that I care about you being wrong or whatever, Morgan. It's that we need to know if you weren't that sure about it to begin with. Because that's... The more things we don't know, the more unknown things will happen later on. Bigger risks.
Yes?
Are you certain Corypheus is using the power of the Blight to make himself immortal?
Perhaps you forget. I was in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight. I have seen a true archdemon rage. How Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into blighted bodies, that is the real question.
His magic? Well, he was originally human. So yeah, that's not a normal human magic skill.
Will answering that question let us destroy Corypheus for good?
Perhaps. I would suggest first dealing with the well. If Corypheus obtains it, any chance of success could be lost.
We don't even know what it looks like. It's called the well. It doesn't have to look like a well. We could walk past it and not know it. Bit of a problem.
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
The room we stand in is a vestibule, not the temple proper. To those who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more than a polite knock at the gate. These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing to a queen is to you or I.
I find it difficult to picture you curtsying to anyone.
Have we become so familiar you can predict my manners and customs now? Nothing is lost by indulging in the occasional civilized conduct, particularly when unexpected.
I heartily agree.
You said this Mythal was worshipped as a goddess.
So one assumes. What is a god but a being of immense power? The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons, after all. They rise as archdemons, and they die. Perhaps Mythal was a powerful elf, a ruler among her kind. History often plays storyteller with facts.
You admit lack of knowledge, and yet dismiss her so readily?
I do not dismiss her. I question her supposed divinity. One need not be a god to have value. Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mythal was even a single entity. The accounts are varied.
You're touching a nerve with the ancient elf talk.
There are varied accounts of Mythal.
In most stories, Mythal rights wrongs while exercising motherly kindness. Let fly your voice to Mythal, deliverer of justice, protector of sun and earth alike. Other paint her as dark, vengeful. Pray to Mythal and she would smite your enemies, leaving them in agony.
More Dalish tales, I assume.
Do you want to say something about it?
If you know more about this, Solus, speak.
The oldest accounts say Mythal was both of these, and neither. She was the mother, protective and fierce. That is all I will say. This is not a place to stir up old stories.
Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mythal end the same. Exiled to the beyond with her brethren.
Well, I'm not surprised that both accounts are true. Rarely are people completely good or completely bad.
What do you mean, exiled?
Tricked by the Dread Wolf, as all the elven gods were said to be, trapped in a land beyond the Fade. Many Dalish believe this is why the elves fell from grace, and their gods did not save them. Or perhaps they were simply rulers slain by Tevinter. Who can say?
You've seen the elves here. They seem odd.
Indeed. Two things are possible. One, this is a group of Dalish separated from their brethren, cultists, fanatic in their desire to keep humans away. Two, these are elves descended from the ancients, having resided here since before the fall of Alathan. The second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are astounding.
And nobody has found them this entire time? Can we even communicate then? They speak Ancient Elven? Hey, Solus! Do you know Ancient Elven? You must!
If they keep records, it could change everything we thought we knew about history.
Tis thrilling, no? To discover an era thought lost forever has possibly thrived in the shadows. We may, however, find these elves reluctant to part with their long-kept secrets.
We'll talk with them later on. They're under attack right now. They're probably thinking, what the hell is going on? There's literally an entire army at our doorstep suddenly, after decades of peace. Centuries of peace? Oh, whoa.
It appears the temple's magics are still strong.
Ancient Elven. I can't make out much.
Solus!
Atishol vir Abalasan. It means enter the path of the Well of Sorrows.
There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shiven. Shivenen. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
Solus, you can read the rest of it, can't you?
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mythal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
Perform a ritual to appease elven gods? Long dead or no, I don't like it.
If need be, unless you wish to turn back.
If there have been people guarding this Well of Sorrows for so long, then this is probably important. Am I just trying to light up the whole thing? Like that?
Come, let us see what awaits.
Wait, where did we come from? I'm kind of lost here. We came from the other side, right? Right, we came from that side. And it looks like there's rooms on the side here. No? No? I mean, there's a break right here, but apparently not. Hey, the fact that I'm dressed like a highkeeper today, maybe it'll help me in negotiating, talking to these elves, somehow. No? No? Okay. Well, this opened up something. I'm not sure I saw what it opened up directly, but we'll figure it out. What are these creatures? Are they supposed to be elves? They don't... I mean, they have wings and stuff. That doesn't seem very... elfy.
I see the Red Templars have already encountered the temple's guardians.
Oh, you even replenished my supplies, thanks. That's good. They can kill each other, or just waltz in. That'd be ideal.
The Temple of Mythal, constructed in an age when elves, not men, dominated this land. They believed Mythal a goddess of justice. Elves came here to request judgment, after they proved their worth.
Silence has reigned here for time beyond memory.
It's exceedingly funny to me that Morrigan's explaining all of this to us when there's 2 elves in the party. So that opened. But then what's this? Are we really in the position to be exploring this temple? Like this? Well, we're doing it anyway. No? Statue of an herald? The Dalish use Harelin to mean traitor to one's kin, but the word does not appear in any elven text before the Tower's age. The ancient root word is related to Harelin, or opposition, and Helathan, or noble struggle. The Dalish call Fenharel a god of deception, but I posit a far more accurate translation would be god of rebellion. What he rebelled against is a story lost to time. In Dalish legends, Fenharel seals away the other deities out of love of trickery. If we understood more ancient Elven, we might find earlier versions of the Dread Wolf story give him a more nuanced motivation beyond spite. Oh. I think up until now we've only heard about this god in the context of being like a trickery god.
Why would this be here?
Something wrong?
It depicts the Dread Wolf, Fenharel. In elven tales, he tricks their gods into sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time. Setting Fenharel in Mythal's greatest sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the chantry.
Then that's a sign that the story we know is not the actual story.
My clan set statues of the Dread Wolf outside our camp. They're meant to frighten harmful spirits.
Perhaps. I thought the ancient elves above quaint superstitions.
For all your knowledge, Lady Morrigan, you cannot resist giving legend the weight of history. The wise do not mistake one for the other.
Pray tell, what meaning does our elven expert sense lurking behind this?
None we can discern by staring at it.
I don't know about that, but I'll say it anyway.
You two look like you're about to kiss when you argue.
'Tis time we pressed forward.
Agreed.
No, I do think if... Yeah, this spot... This is a giant statue, and it's clearly put in here as a thing of respect. It's not a thing that they dislike. So, very clearly to me, it seems like that text that we just read about how the story is not what we know it to be. That probably is true. God of rebellion, huh? Not a god of trickery? I don't know what those creatures are. We can break your armor, Samson.
Hold them off!
Hall of Shrines. Yeah, everybody come over here. Oh, they're all asleep. Beautiful. All these Red Templars being here, does that mean that all the elves, the Temple Guardians, died? I hope not. Oops, wrong one. We'll get him from here.
Come on, we might catch them.
This is
Hold a
burning.
moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
What?
An army fights and dies for us. The longer we tarry, the more soldiers we lose outside. Let's jump down and be done with this place.
In this case, I must agree with the witch. This is ancient ground, deserving of our respect.
You see the urgency? We cannot find the Well of Sorrows unprepared.
No one knows the layout of this temple.
We don't know what's behind those doors. They might have a reason for going another way.
Had they the option, they would have proceeded. That must lead to their goal.
Their goal? Or yours?
Do we not trust her? We have to right now. We don't have another choice.
There is a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once, things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
That sounds a lot like you want the power for yourself. We don't even know what it is. We don't even know what it does.
You barely know what the Well of Sorrows is, but you want to restore it.
Yes. Is Thedas so full of wonders that we should leave them to die one by one? Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know to be true. I read more in the first chamber than I revealed. It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but at a terrible price.
So why didn't you say this earlier? Why are you hiding it from me? I can't... You're making it very hard for us to work together when you hide stuff, you know? But I'm immediately thinking about the Archdemon ritual again. Morgan seems to be drawn to that kind of thing. These ancient, obscure rituals that do stuff that nobody else would have ever done before.
What exactly did that altar say about the Well of Sorrows?
Like most elven writing, it was insufferably vague. The term I deciphered was Halam Shivanas, the sweet sacrifice of duty. It implies the loss of something personal for duty's sake, yet for those who served at this temple, a worthwhile trade.
Something personal. I want to know all three.
Is your real goal the power inside this well?
Yes, if that is the only way to preserve it. My priority is your cause, but if the opportunity arises to save this well, I am willing to pay the cost.
Are you sure?
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way.
Wow, she cares this much that she's willing to pay the cost? She said it so easily, too. It said the cost of something personal. What if it's something like your kid? Would you give up your kid to save this well?
Yes.
I want to discuss the well again.
Oh, I see. An opportunity to use the well may not even arise. I understand this. All I meant to suggest is that, if it does, I be the one to do so. I am willing to accept the consequences.
It takes a sacrifice, but it also grants a great power, right? Which that's... Sure, you can sacrifice yourself. Okay, fine, that's your thing, but I'm scared about the second part. Yes, what about your kid?
What if something happens to you? What about your son?
Kieran is a strong lad. He will thrive, with or without me.
He's 10!
Are you sure of that?
I am sure of precious little these days.
Wow, Morgan, I thought motherhood changed you, but some things are same at the core, huh? She views this very, very importantly. More important than family.
Yes.
It's like a higher order calling for her. That's what it feels like.
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
It may have served as a chamber of reflection, perhaps to contemplate the righteousness of one's cause. More importantly, I suspect none were permitted beyond this area without a priest. Ancient texts claim Mythal passed judgment in the flesh, but 'twas surely the priests who proclaimed rulings here.
Why did the ancient elves insist on so many rites?
We may safely assume one did not petition high priests for Mythal's justice by strolling up and knocking. I see no more insufferable ceremony here than in a chantry.
Fair point. We've done these ones, I think. Or...
More rituals. What are they for, do you know?
I believe they signify an intent to lay oneself bare, to champion a cause without pity, regret, or shame. Mythal's cult was not fond of vacillation.
Cult?
One approached them with nothing less than complete confidence.
What happened to those who were less sure of themselves?
Legend does not say. Perhaps this place has a more gruesome history than we know.
We already did this one, right? Let's see.
You've seen the elves here. They seem... odd.
Indeed. Two things are possible.
Yeah.
2, these are elves descended from the ancients, having resided here since before the... As you wish.
I guess we don't have a...
Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think carefully. There is no return once we leap after the Templars.
I was just gonna ask, is it possible for us to choose? Follow Samson through the hole or perform the rituals? The hole? The rituals. But this is taking precious time. Okay, I'll do the rituals, but I'm like, really? Really? Wait, this is the way we came through? Open this door by completing the rituals. Okay. But even the whole you wanting to sacrifice yourself part, I feel like Solus would have something to say about that. But obviously they can't guarantee that he would be in the party here, so... he doesn't have too much to say. Mosaic of Andril. Elven god Andril. One day Andril grew tired of hunting mortal men and beasts. She began stalking the Forgotten Ones, wicked things that thrive in the abyss. Yet even a god should not linger there, and each time she entered the void, Andril suffered longer and longer periods of madness after returning. Andril put on armor made of the void, and all forgot her true face. She made weapons of darkness, and plague ate her lands. She howled things meant to be forgotten, and the other gods became fearful. Andril would hunt them in turn. So Mythal spread rumors of a monstrous creature and took the form of a great serpent, waiting for Andril at the base of a mountain. When Andril came, Mythal sprang on the hunter. They fought for 3 days and nights, Andril slashing deep gouges in the serpent's hide. But Mythal's magic sapped Andril's strength and stole her knowledge of how to find the void. After this, the great hunter could never make her way back to the abyss, and peace returned. So she's stuck in the abyss then?
What's this?
I believe we are in the presence of the elven goddess Ondrul, Lady of the Hunt.
Or a goddess of sacrifice, according to some.
Truly? I wonder if that is why Ondrul's patron animal is the hare. 'Tis said the Dalish invoke her before a chase, especially if they happen to be stalking humans.
My clan avoided human settlements. Never mind raiding them.
A sound tactic, if one has room to maneuver out of harm's way. Other Dalish clans do not keep so scrupulously hidden.
I feel like in general, a Dalish clan in the wilds is probably less populous than a human city, so... elves don't really... we're second-class citizens in Thedas. We don't have that kind of strength to randomly go raiding humans and all that. Wait, this is one of the rooms that opened up? These wolf statues are everywhere. Are they all supposed to be the Dread Wolf? Oh! Alright, this again. Wait. If I walk out here, will it start again? No, I have to do it all in one stroke. Then the problem with this is that we can't see the entire thing. If we can see the whole thing, that'll make it a lot easier. Oh, I wish they had more puzzles like this throughout the entirety of Inquisition. This is a nice change. We had some back in Origins as well. A nice change of pace to break up just fighting and all that. Anyway, I want to check out what the lay of the land is, but I can hardly see it. Let me check it out. Like, if we go this way... What do we do here, though? We have to start on that side? Yeah, like when you have spots like that, how do we begin? Go here? What? Can we walk across this yellow part? Let's just try walking. I feel like it's not possible to do this in one stroke. Oh, you can walk on the yellow part. You can walk on the yellow part, but that's it. Oh, okay, I can start here. But these gates... I can start here. I feel like that one's gonna be a problem because it's diagonal to us. Oh. No, I roughly have it. I roughly have it in my head, but we gotta start at one of those ends. Wait, there's a pulley thingy here. Oh! Alright. Okay, that changes the entire thing then, because now we have this part as well. Oh, okay. Alright, let me start from here then. No! It's timed, are you serious? Oh my goodness. That... This is gonna be difficult then. Okay, we got the bottom section here. Done. And then... Oh! Do we have it?
That did something.
Oh
Indeed.
My god.
Time to proceed to the next ritual, I should think.
Wow, this one was not easy. Why did they suddenly throw one that's this hard at me with the gates and the stuff? Oh, that took a lot of trial and error. And you're telling me there's more? Fantastic. Oh, but this one we can see it though. Oh, yeah, this one we can see. It's much easier, isn't it? What's over here? Did I accidentally start with the hardest one? Is that why it was so difficult? Oh. Okay, we can just drop down. This one... We can drop down directly into the thing. Ow. See, this one's so much easier. First try.
There. The ritual is complete.
We are close. There is but one more path to follow.